Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to do a pretty simple basic set. I did ask over on like my community tab for some suggestions because I'm kind of going through a creative block right now. And one of you suggested doing like just a plain colored nail, but like a different color for each nail. And I like the idea. I love doing nails like that, like where they're all different colors. I used to paint my nails like that all the time when I was younger, like have a different color on each nail. And I thought that would be really fun, but I kind of wanted to spice it up a little bit and not just do plain colors on each nail. So what I'm doing is I'm taking these jelly colors. They're all from Nails by Dev, and I'm just painting each nail a different color. So I'm doing pink, green, yellow, purple, and orange. And I only did one coat on all of them except for the green. I did do 2 coats of it because this jelly green from Nails by Dev, while I love the color of it, I just feel like it's not as pigmented as the other jelly colors from her. I just wish it kind of had a little bit more color to it, especially being like a neon green. I mean, it's not bad, and there is quite a bit of pigment in it, but like it's just not how I would want it. Like you can see with the pink and the yellow right next to it, and then also this orange right here that I'm doing, like those colors are a little deeper and darker, and that's kind of like what I was wanting for that green. So I did do a second coat on the green, but all of the rest only got 1 coat, and I cured it all for 60 seconds. And now I'm taking the same colors in like a opaque cream polish, and I'm going to use these to create the design on top of them. I think they're all from Ball Pit. Yeah, I think it's like Beach Brat, Best Buds, Spike Lemonade, Grape Snow Cone, and Neon Heat. All from Ball Pit. And I'm just going to go on top and do like these random kind of wavy, swirly type of squiggly lines on the nails. I thought it would just make it a little more fun to have like this jelly background and then have a design on top with like the same color. I don't know, like I said, I really like the idea of having like each nail be a different color, but instead of it just being the plain color, like I said, wanted to kind of spice it up a little bit and do a little bit extra on it. So I tried to find cream colors that matched the jelly colors as closely as possible. They are a little off, and they don't match exactly. Like the pink doesn't match exactly, which I mean, I guess even if they were like meant to match, like they were made by the same brand and they were meant to match, they still probably wouldn't match exactly because, you know, one's opaque and one is translucent. I get those 2 words confused sometimes, and I don't know, like I forget which one's which, but anyhow, like I was saying, they don't match exactly, but they do match close enough to where like I feel like it makes sense for that color to be on top of the jelly color. So anyhow, I'm just taking a 12mm liner brush and just doing some random little squiggles. I do like 2 groups of squiggles on the nails. So I'll do one like up near the cuticle area and then one down by like the free edge area. And I try to do them so they kind of fit together, almost kind of like a puzzle piece, and like take up a lot of space on the nail, but like they're not touching or whatever. I'm sure that made no sense. That made no sense when I was saying it. I don't know how that sounds to you guys, but you can see what I'm doing here on screen. And I just went through, did these little squiggly lines, and then I cured them for 60 seconds, and I did only do one coat of these little squiggle lines because I didn't need to do a second coat. I've mentioned before how like ball pit is really good for not really needing a second coat. Whether you're just painting the entire nail or you're doing nail art, for the most part you don't really need a second coat, although there are some times where you do, depending on like if you're doing nail art, depending on the base color that you use and like the colors you're using on top, you might have to do a second coat. But for the most part, you really don't need to, especially with this set where where my base is a jelly color and then I'm using these opaque colors on top. You really don't need a second coat at all because the jelly color is so light. Also, I'm using, you know, basically the same color on top, so even if it did kind of show through a little bit, I feel like it probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal because like you're just gonna see pink through pink, and I feel like it wouldn't be the same effect of seeing like black through pink. You know, you'd very distinctly be able to see black through that, whereas I feel like pink on pink you probably really can't tell. But yeah, that's basically all I did for this set. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead, let this play out, and I will come back whenever I need to come back and say something. So once all that's done, I'm just taking my shiny top coat from LGN and applying that to all of the nails. And then after I get that applied, I do cure for 60 seconds. And I realize this video is probably on the more boring side, just because like I painted the nails with the jelly polish and then I did random little swirls on them on each nail, and like I really didn't have much to say, so it's just really me painting the nails with whatever background music I end up putting on this video. But like I said, I'm kind of going through like a creator's block a little bit here, and I'm just not really super motivated to really do much when it comes to nail stuff, and that's like painting nails and like filming videos and editing and everything. Like, I'm just not feeling it right now, and I'm having a hard time coming up with like ideas and stuff, which is why I asked over on my community tab. I think they changed it now, actually. I think there's like a community tab and then there's like a post tab or something. I don't know. I got an email about it. I didn't really look too hard at it because I didn't really care at the moment. I should probably look at that. But anyhow, that's why I made that post, because like I said, I just don't really have any ideas at the moment. And any ideas that I do come up with, I feel like they're stupid and I just don't really want to do them. And but I did, like I said, I like the idea of having a different color on each hand, and thought I'd make it a little more fun than just having a solid color on each nail, and that's how this design came up. So like I said, I'm sorry if this video is on the boring side for you, but also, I don't know, I mean, I feel like this could help out for beginners or people who are new to nail art, to try and see like some different things you can do and like how to match up, you know, like the jelly colors and solid colors. I know when I first got jelly colors, I'm like, how am I supposed to use these? Like, I love jelly colors, I think they're so fun, but it's also kind of like, I feel like sometimes there's only so much you can do with jelly colors, and like your initial thought is to just paint the nail and have jelly colored nails, but like you can add fun stuff onto them. You can do all different kinds of stuff with them. You can, you know, paint your nails plain, do a design, what is it called, stained glass, I don't know, there's all kinds of stuff you could do with jelly colors other than just painting them on. But like I said, I don't know, maybe this video will help out like a beginner or something. But anyhow, this is the nail set, or the finished set. It's fun, it's nice for summer. It's definitely, I feel like it's not, I shouldn't say definitely, but I feel like it's not something that I usually do now. I feel like this is something that I would do towards the beginning of my channel when I was trying to figure things out and everything, which isn't a bad thing. Like I said, this is a fun set and it's something different. It's kind of honestly giving me like lava lamp vibes a little bit, because the swirls are so like organic shaped and stuff, and they just kind of look like they're floating through and whatever. But anyhow, like I said, this was a fun set and I love the colors on it. They're super bright and perfect for summer. But yeah, that's really kind of all I have to say for this. Again, I'm sorry for the lack of energy and this video being boring, but that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.